Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Miami's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who... From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Scanning the field, it's DeMarco. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Gators are marching down the field.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're trying to get to him. He finds his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Try to barge their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally scoring. We've got a field goal on board.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Stopped after making the catch. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. To the air. It's DeMarco. He's got it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that's going to tie it up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Best. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Bueno. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Off the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Darnold. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their 1st of the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Best. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll come out throwing on first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Getting some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the...
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead with the 6.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking to move it through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Miami, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's DeMarco. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Trying play action. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Darnold. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators are rolling down the field. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a row of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. In the red area, it's Darnold. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical...
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now on first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. Finds his tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Movement here from the tight end. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They move the tight end all over. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Using his legs, it's Darnold. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Gators will send out the punt unit.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air, it's DeMarco. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. to Tallahassee, Florida, home of the war chant, Chief Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known as the Dope. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will get the first swing of the game. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Paul.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year. I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Now 2nd and 10. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes... He's off to the races. Running through contact. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after a terrific run. Big play in the running game for this offense. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Power football with the run. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. And he intercepts it. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
boys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their... We're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 now.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had